It's state tournament week in Minnesota high school girls basketball. Tonight, a state class 4A quarterfinal round game between the 5th seed, the Maple Grove Crimson, and the Lakeville North Panthers, the number 4 seed. From Target Center in Minneapolis, John Jacobson along with Ryan Iverson. And Ryan, two evenly matched teams, two teams with identical records, 24-5 on the season. This should be a good one.
Well, and it's funny, John, because when we're doing games, I always look, and in my mind, I kind of picture how the game's going to play out, and I can usually tell who's going to win. Tonight, I have no idea. They're both very, very good teams, both very, very respected by each other, too. Both coaches, very complimentary of each other. Coach Cook and Maple Grove come into this beating a very good St. Michael Albertville team to get to the state tournament and have been playing phenomenal basketball. Great balance. On the flip side, you got Lakeville North. They're no stranger to being here. This is their 4th time in 5 years making the state tournament, and they're long, and they got some Division I talent on their team. So I think it's going to be just a phenomenal game.
A lot of seniors for Lakeville North, and certainly a lot of game experience on the Maple Grove side, too, so there's not really an edge there. I guess if there's one edge, it goes to Lakeville North in that they have been here before, and a lot of the players have played on this floor before.
Well, and that's the thing. When you get to the Target Center NBA arena, it's a lot different than playing even at a college venue or any high school level. Just with the depth perception, the crowd feels so far away. And you got the NBA three-point line. The floor is longer, so there's a lot of variables. I always thought as a shooter, it's hard to shoot here because the rims are very tight. So I think whoever gets adapted, we always say it in big games, John, whoever can get comfortable, just play basketball, whoever gets into that mode earlier usually has the advantage.
Let's look at our key players, starting with the Crimson. They're the visitors today. Jordan Lampker coming off a great section final, just a freshman, already a full-year starter this year.
And she's been phenomenal, huge on a big stage against St. Michael Albertville in that finals, but I love a freshman. Is this moment going to be too big for her? Knowing her family and knowing her dad, I think she's going to be poised to have a big-time game, and they need a third scorer to step up. She's averaging over 10 points, but she's been phenomenal. They need her. She's 5'11". She's that rare versatility player that can play inside, outside. They need her to be on her A game today.
For Lakeville North, Lauren Jensen is a sophomore, really putting up some big numbers late in the regular season and the postseason.
Well, averages 17, but in the last 4 games, almost 24 points per game. So she's been a dominant scorer. Only a sophomore. She's getting recruited by major Division I colleges already. So she's a heck of a talent. She plays great defense, too. A lot of her steals and points come in transition. And she's just a great scorer, phenomenal three-point shooter, can get to the basket. She does it all. And so you look at Maple Grove, John, they got a couple of seniors. Lakeville North is relying a lot on some sophomores, some younger players. So that could be an advantage maybe towards Maple Grove, having the older, more mature players. But you got a lot of talent on the floor on both sides.
We've seen Maple Grove a few times this year, Ryan, and the advantage they have on a lot of teams is length. They don't have that against Lakeville North. Lakeville North every bit as big and as long as the Crimson.
Well, that's exactly right. What's your strength in each matchup, and you got to exploit that. I think that Maple Grove has the quickness today, and I think they're going to be able to utilize that and get to the basket, drive and kick, get open looks. The other thing I like about Maple Grove is they're only giving up in the 40s. So they're defensively, they've been rock solid. Lakeville North is averaging in the high 60s. I think if we see that score at halftime, with being at the Target Center, a different venue, that score's in the 20s at half, I think it's going to favor Maple Grove.
The winner will meet Eastview in the 4A semifinals Thursday night here at Target Center. We'll take time out and meet the starting lineups and have the tip-off of today's games. It's Lakeville North, Maple Grove State Girls Basketball next on CCX.
Start a story. Adopt at theshelterpetproject.org.
From the Target Center, it's the State Class 4A Girls Basketball Quarterfinals. Maple Grove and Lakeville North. 24-5 on the season. And let's meet the starters for both the Crimson and the Panthers. For Maple Grove, in front court, Autumn Liner, a 5'11 senior. Rebecca Tyler, 5'11 senior. And Katrina Tice, a 5'11 senior. The backcourt, both underclassmen. Abby Schulte, a 5'9 sophomore. And Jordan Lampker, 5'11" freshman. For Lakeville North, Taylor Brown, forward, 6'1 senior. Key James, a 6'2 senior, is the center. Their guards, Kari Makura, 5'8 senior. Lauren Jensen, a 5'9 sophomore. And Annalise Cheetah, a 5'10" junior.
You see a lot of length on that Lakeville North starting lineup. Of course, if that name Makura sounds familiar with Kari, that's because her older brother, JP Makura, playing for Xavier, who got the #1 seed. So, you know, and I use that as an example to youth basketball players. A lot of times you watch that NCAA tournament, you think you can never be a part of that. Well, there's a lot of kids from Minnesota that are playing in it, so it can be done.
Let's look at Shelly Clemens, 5th-year head coach at Lakeville North, 4th state tournament appearance. They were 4th in Class 4A last season, played here 3 times as a player. She was a captain on their 2004 state runner-up team when they were just Lakeville. So she's got a lot of state tournament appearances and experience, Ryan, as both a coach and as a player.
Well, and I think that comes in handy because, you know, players take on the persona of their head coach. And if you're calm under pressure, that's going to reflect on them.
Mark Cook, 13th year, 3rd time at state. They had back-to-back appearances in 2010, 2011. Lost both of those. And if you remember, up until last year, there was no consolation in the state tournament. Regardless of who loses this one, there will be a second game for this team in the tournament. So they were one and done in both 10 and 11.
Well, and I don't know if all the teams and all the coaches we work with, John, that are in our area, I don't know if there's a nicer, better guy and a great coach than Mark Cook. Very proud of him and his team, and he's just done a great job, and he's such a great guy to deal with, so accommodating to us, and you can't help but kind of get attached to him and cheer for him and hope his girls get off to a great start here in the state tournament. All the nerves, right? This is all these girls have been dreaming about playing at the Target Center, playing where the NBA team plays. And all your schools excited. Like we always talk about, JJ, is who can get into that rhythm first? Who can just relax, play basketball, get off to a good start, get calmed down, and just play basketball.
We are set to go here at Target Center. And clear tip-off win for Tice, knocked out of bounds by Lakeville North. And Maple Grove keeps possession.
I like that set play. It looked like it was a set play to try to get an early basket there.
Inbound to Lamker on the baseline. Abby Schulte on the dribble to Lamker. 3-pointer for her. Short. Maliner trying to fight for the rebound, but couldn't pull it away from Taylor Brown. And into the front court comes Jensen.
Well, good first possession. Schulte, nice drive and kick, and getting it over to Lamker, and just a little bit off on that. And again, it's kind of nerves, right? And it's a new facility, new everything. It's hard to get that first perimeter shot to fall.
Brown curls it back. Makura up. That not good, and rebounded by Tyler.
Both these teams very good defensively. Maple Grove especially, only giving up 42 points per game. Lakeville North averaging 66 points per game, so something is going to have to give.
Becca Tyler hits a 3, and Maple Grove has the first points of the game.
What a big-time shot, a great start for Rebecca Tyler. Came into this game really not shooting a ton of threes, 9 for 39, so a welcome start and a big-time 3.
Long in above the block to James, turns, a little hook, not good, and rebounded by the Crimson. Maliner out and running. She'll take it all to the basket, scores, and is fouled.
Well, Lakeville North, you're taught you got to stop the ball in transition, and a great job by Maliner. I thought she was going to give that ball up a little early. Instead, realized that Lauren Jensen kept backing off. She gets all the way to the rim, uses her length, too, at 5'11", finishes it. What a start for the Crimson, exactly what Coach Cook had in mind.
And Maliner, good free throw shooter, completes the 3-point play. Oh, good first 90 seconds here for the Crimson, up 6-0.
Well, and the thing is, when they get a lead, if they can get up on you by 8 or 10, they're so good defensively. It's a claw and a struggle for a team to make up that kind of deficit.
Ani Cheetah handing off to Brown.
Oh, great help and recover.
Knocked out of bounds. Good play by Tyler and Schulte.
Did you see how Schulte got down there? That's help your helper, right? Great help defense, and then you got to help the gal that's helping. Great recovery that time by the Crimson.
3-point try, nothing but net. Jensen gets Lakeville North on the board.
She got a nice looking stroke or what? You can see why Division I coaches are drooling over her. She's got length, but she's got a great jump shot. Shoots a lot of threes and shoots them at a pretty high percentage, almost 40%.
Tyler will try another three. This one off the mark. Rebounded on the baseline, though, by Lampker. Tyler to Maliner, and the last touch by Maliner, out of bounds.
Here's a look at nice looking three, Lauren Jensen, and look at that, not even facing the basket, gets squared up. You got to have an awareness on her. Make her put the ball on the floor and have great help defense. You can't give her good looks because she's that good of a shooter.
Cheetah giving it back, or Cheetah getting the pass rather. Now it's out to Jensen. Just over 15 minutes to play here in the first half. McCura had it knocked away by Tice, able to save it in bounds.
Great hustle. I love the hustle and the energy so far by Maple Grove. We saw a great offensive rebound by Lamker. That time Tice going into the crowd there, getting a great save. Excellent effort. That's what you need to advance against a great team in the state tournament.
Minor to Tice. And now to Schulte. Tyler whips it inside. Lampker unable to finish. Pretty good look.
Yep. That was a great cut. Jump ball. It's going to be Lakeville North ball, but Lampker had a great cut, and I think she rushed that finish a little bit. And part of that could be nerves. Part of it also could be the length of Lakeville North. If she would have just gathered, taken her time, she had a pretty uncontested layup on that left side, but a great cut and a good shot attempt nonetheless.
Jensen, pull up from 15, off the iron. Tice grabs another rebound. Pass ahead into the front court. Maliner will tackle and gets it blocked out of bounds by Brown.
Well, 6'1". I was about to say that's a great drive by Maliner. Watch her keep it going. I thought she was going to get an uncontested layup there, but just excellent timing and long arms by Taylor Brown.
Brown will play at American University in Washington next year. Play in the All-Star Series coming up in April. Lampker misses the shot, a little bit short on it again, and they get a foul in the backcourt on the Crimson, fouling Cheetah and Makura.
And again, I thought another pretty good look for Jordan Lamker too, and I love how she's being aggressive, attacking the basket. Those shots will start to fall. Those are the kind of fouls though, right? You want to try to get a tie-up, but on that point, it was clearly in the possession of Makura. Just get back on defense. You don't want to put a good shooting team into the bonus too early.
Fouls on Tice. Drive by Brown, picks up her dribble, and almost turned it over into the hands of James. Back to Brown. Starts.
Great help. Great help by Schulte again.
3-point try. Makura short. Tice rebounds.
The other thing I love that Maple Grove is doing, John, is no offensive rebounds. It's one shot and done. So doing a very nice job keeping them off. And Lakeville North, a very good rebounding team again with that great length.
Maliner for three. Missed it and rebounded by James. Jensen will bring it ahead. Ani Cheetah down to James. Backing down a defender, Tyler. Missed the shot and Tyler rebounds.
Well, it's a nice strong move. Rebecca Tyler, I think, has got to fight a little bit harder. Don't give James that kind of position. She's too big and she's got great footwork. She's going to finish that. You got to fight, get her off the block, try to get her a bad angle.
Schulte on the pass from Tyler scores.
Great play, a little back cut. Excellent pass and a nice job by Schulte. and no help defense for Lakeville North. A timeout for the Panthers. I love that set play. And the reason that worked is Malinar, number 3, was cutting away from the action, and so there was no help defense there. That was a beautiful set play and a nice start for Coach Cook and his Crimson.
Let's look at the Class 4A bracket. Eastview, the number 1 seed, easily advancing over Prior Lake in the first game here today, 78-44. Unbeaten so far, the Lightning. After this one, it'll be Forest Lake and Hopkins, another game you can see on CCX. The Royals, the number 2 seed, and then Roseville, Cretin-Derham Hall, the final game here in 4A. Still more games coming up tonight as we get all the classes all while playing today or tomorrow. Class A actually doesn't begin until tomorrow.
Now, it's a fun time for basketball fans all over, especially in our area with a couple of girls teams with Maple Grove, Hopkins, and of course it looks like we're going to have hopefully a couple of boys teams as well in the state tournament, so it should be a lot of fun.
Baseline shot for Jensen. She's got both of her team's baskets.
And she's really the one player for Lakeville North that can create her own shot seemingly whenever she wants, and that time just took what the defense gave, which was a little mid-range jumper.
Tyler, 2 3-pointers here in the first half.
Has she come to play or what? Again, only 9 made threes coming into the state tournament. She's got 2 of them already here in the first half.
Tough drive to the basket. James rebounds and puts it back in off the miss from Brown.
Well, and Key James, she's got 9 double-doubles on the year, scoring and rebounding. And, 6'2", she's got great strength. You've got to keep her off the glass. And I think that was the first offensive rebound for the Panthers, and they're able to convert off of it.
Schulte to Tyler. Tice almost lost it out of bounds.
You can see, I like the pace too. Maple Grove recognizing, hey, slow it down. Let's get a good shot. I think if they can play at this kind of pace, that's going to help them out.
Turnaround shot by Schulte, not good. Tyler trying to crash the offensive boards, couldn't control it. It's out of bounds.
And a nice swing pass, and again, just no hesitation. Rebecca Tyler steps into it and buries it, and feeling a lot of confidence. And again, 11-7 is exactly the kind of start you want if you're a Maple Grove fan.
James pops out forward to Jensen on the wing. Jensen drive, nice dish off James, is wide open. A little ball fake and up and in with the shot.
And again, just good offense, all generated by Lauren Jensen. You see Coach Cook saying a little bit of an arm extension to watch that. But she was able to draw the help and knew exactly where her teammate was. And Key James, what a nice shot fake, right? You just don't see a lot of great shot fakes. She was patient, got a good look, and buried her second basket.
Lamker into the hands of Tyler. Whips it down. Tice got behind James and scores.
Good patience by Maple Grove, and Key James gambled on it, and she wasn't able to get it. And Tice very quickly, very wisely turned the corner and got a layup, a good basket for Maple Grove.
Brown gets it blocked out of bounds by Tice.
Wow. Nice move, Taylor Brown at that high post, a little ball fake. And Katrina Tice was waiting on it, and she was there and just batted that ball out. Beautiful block.
Leads the team in blocks, over 1 a game. James gets the basket and is fouled. She'll go to the line.
Well, and I like what Lakeville North has done. They're recognizing that Key James, maybe with her size, got 3 inches against Rebecca Tyler. And again, I think Rebecca Tyler needs to force Key James away from the basket or fight and front it. Don't let that entry pass get in there, because if she can get it down there, she's just too big and too strong.
James averages over 10 a game, has 7 already here in the first half. First substitution of the game is Paige Hinsey, a 5'8" senior, replacing Becca Tyler.
Yeah, it'll be interesting if Coach Cook maybe changes his strategy a little bit and tries to front that post. And this is that 1-2-2 half-court defense that Coach Cook was telling us about that Lakeville North does a lot, and they're very good at forcing turnovers. He said if we can just take care of the ball, and there's a turnover.
Pass ahead to Brown. Pulls up, hits the trailer, got a shot blocked, and then they turn it over. The pass went right to Malinar. Schulte attacking, too hard off the glass. And rebounded by Lakeville North. Jensen will push it ahead. Into the paint. Pull up from 13. Back iron, not good. James, offensive rebound.
Key James has been unstoppable so far for Lakeville North.
And the Panthers into the lead.
She's got 9 early points, and that was her second basket off an offensive rebound. And again, can Maple Grove handle this 1-2-2? The key is you don't want to get passive against it, John. You want to attack it. There are openings there, but if you get passive, Lakeville North will pry all over that.
Well, a turnover. Here comes Jensen. Pull-up shot is good.
I'm not sure what happened if the ball just slipped out of Schulte's hand that time, but Jensen in transition, that's a beautiful shot. Take what the defense gives you, which was a nice pull-up jump shot. Beautiful offense.
A little run here by Lakeville North. Tice scoring in on James.
I don't know how she made that angle from almost behind the basket. Somehow got it up and over and got a good bounce. Beautiful job. Nice play by Tice.
Jensen for an NBA three. Not good. And Cheetah Mikura will go to the line and shoot 2 as she got fouled. Look at it again. That was a long three-point try. But there's Mikura there for the rebound.
And that's a shot Lauren Jensen, she can make. She's got that range. I was talking to Jake Cuppy, who's the assistant coach for Lakeville North and a good friend of mine, used to be the head coach at Champlain Park. And he said she's got range beyond the NBA three-point line. So that's a shot that's not unfamiliar for her. But anytime you get a long shot like that, you got to box out because there's usually going to be a long rebound.
Second one good. Sarah Kuma, 5'5" sophomore, in for Lakeville North, number 14. Tice to Maliner, back out. Lamker with the basketball.
And see, the key is, can they get the ball into the middle of the floor? And that's where you can expose these traps and get some open looks.
Maliner for 3, not good. Rebounded, though, by Paige Hinsey. Out to Schulte, into the hands of Maliner. Baseline, in some trouble, and stolen by Brown on the baseline.
Yeah, just nowhere to go on that baseline. You want to go to the middle of the floor, not down on the baseline.
Drive by Jensen to the basket.
Oh, what touch, what a beautiful soft left hand. She put just the right amount of spin, and she's starting to exert her will. She's got 9 points as well. So her and Key James have 18 out of the 20 points for Lakeville North. See, that's where you got to look to the high post. Katrina Tice is open there in the high post. They got to get the ball there and look to attack out of that.
Tice finds Maliner cutting to the basket and drops in.
But see what I mean, John? If you can get the ball to the middle, it's going to open there's attacking. You end up with basically a 3-on-2 and a beautiful cut and nice finish by Maliner. That was what we call around the world. That took every ounce of that rim.
Jensen lost it as she went to the basket. Maliner has it. Now it's Schulte in the front court to Tice. She'll attack and is called for traveling.
Yeah, and I thought that time Paige Hinsey was open. If she could have given that one more pass there. There's a nice look, nice drive, and watch this ball floating around. Just had the right English on it, and it drops. A nice play for Maliner.
Lauren Moline in now for Maple Grove along with Allie Hinsey. Ani Cheetah back in for Lakeville North. She has the ball now, number 20, into the hands of Kuma. Back out, Cheetah going baseline. A scoop shot up and in.
Pretty play. I was about to say that was great defense by Schulte with nowhere to go, and just a beautiful move and play for Cheetah.
Moline out top it comes. Nice passing.
Yep.
Tice finds Allie Hinsey cutting the basket.
And you can see it again, John, if you can get the ball to that high post, Tice with her strength and her length, able to see over the defense and find a cutting Hinsey that time, and they've gotten 2 easy baskets out of it. That's how you attack that.
3-point try, long for Cheetah. Moline just let it go out of bounds.
Great box out by Moline. That was excellent.
Whistle and a timeout. with 6:16 to play in the half, taken by Lakeville North.
Both teams, I think, playing pretty well. You know, I think if you look just at the score, I think the speed and the pace is favoring Lakeville North a little bit. But I like how Maple Grove has come out. They've adjusted to that 1-2-2, and they're looking to attack. You don't want to get passive, and they're not. They're getting that ball to the high post, and Tice has done a beautiful job finding some teammates for some easy baskets. And defensively, I think it's Lauren Jensen. You got to find a way to slow her down. And when shots go up, you got to keep Key James off that offensive rebounding, because she's had a couple of points that way. And both teams shooting great field goal percentage, 45% for Lakeville North, 47% for Maple Grove. So a pretty well-played first few minutes here of the first half. Neither team looks nervous.
No.
You know, they both look like they've been here and done that, and it's just another basketball game. And that's what you want as a coach, is just settle down, relax, and play our game.
Winner moves into the semifinals here at Target Center Thursday night against Eastview. The loser will take on Prior Lake in the consolation semifinals Thursday morning at Concordia St. Paul, 10 a.m. game.
Yeah, how about that? Your reward for winning this hard-fought game is you get is it 29-0 or 30-0?
30-0 now.
Lakeville or Eastview. Yep. Oh, beautiful pass.
Tice for two.
How about Hinsey in the air, a little touch pass. And I love what Maple Grove's doing there. They're attacking that 1-2-2. That was beautiful. And a great touch pass. Hinsey's come in, giving them a big spark here.
Traveling whistled on Kuma.
I want you to watch Hinsey on this pass in the air, knowing exactly where Tice was. That was beautiful. That was an awesome play. And again, look to attack out of this. Don't be passive. That's what Lakeville North wants. They want to be able to trap you, have you throw over the top, and they do such a good job with their length and anticipation.
Moline, skip pass across, and Schulte had it, and then Kuma came across and whacked her on the arm.
And you can hear Coach Cook was yelling, let's move, we got to move. You can't stay stagnant against that 1-2-2. You got to keep moving, and you'll eventually find a hole and find an opening and be able to attack it.
Only the second team foul on Lakeville North. Maple Grove has just 3, and we're under 5.5 minutes to play here in the first half. Moline will try and hit a 3.
Well, Coach Cook's got to love what his bench has given him already in this game. Allie Hinsey with a couple of nice, great plays, and Moline with a great box out and steps in and knocks down a 3. And they've shot the ball extremely well. And Moline on the year was 12 for 36 from 3. So again, not a big three-point threat, but she knocks it down. Big shot as Maple Grove takes the lead.
Jensen trying to tie it up and does.
How good is she? Again, that's no set play. That's just her attacking, making a nice one-on-one move. And she's got that little pull-up on the mid-range. It's just beautiful.
Lamker open for a 3 and hits.
You know what I noticed that she did, John? She's been short on her shots that time. You see her get down, you get a little bit more legs, great arc on it. And Jordan Lamker buries a 3, and Maple Grove really shooting well from the perimeter.
Cheetah picked up her dribble and comes back out with the pass to Brown. Now it's Jensen. She'll drive it, a little runner, too strong,
nice
rebounded by Tice.
Great box out that time again by Lauren Moline, keeping Key James off the offensive glass.
Moline had it knocked away, but right into the hands of Lamker.
Are we going to give Moline an assist for that? I think we have to. Heads up play by the freshman, too. Jordan Lamker sprinting down, grabs it, finishes, and a nice little offensive burst here for the Crimson. Yeah, she got to
Good
fight.
run here for Maple Grove.
And again, Key James, trying to post up down there. You can't let her catch it on that block. She's too big, too strong.
3-point shot, short by Jensen. Loose ball grabbed by Schulte.
Watch out behind.
Got Cheetah behind her.
Nice pass.
It's the pass to Moline, now to Lamker.
You know, and I'm okay with that. I thought Moline had a good look there. Didn't feel comfortable. That's okay. Don't force it.
Nice spin move on James at the side of the basket and rebounded by Brown. Back come the Panthers.
Oh, nice pass.
Trying to get it to Mikura, but good hands by Allie Hinsey to knock it away.
Yeah, let's take a look at this. Here's that three by Lamker. And you see her get her legs down. Look at the arc, the ball even out of our screen. That means she got good legs. And how about this hustle? Losing the ball. And Jordan Lamker sprints down there, not only just grabbing it, but then knowing if she goes right up. Took her time, big time finish. 5 quick points for the freshman.
Tyler and Maliner back in for Maple Grove as James hits off the inbound.
She's good.
Evelyn Jones, 5'11", sophomore, number 41, in for the first time for Lakeville North.
Well, and if you're Maple Grove, it's really, you got to stop Key James and you got to stop Lauren Jensen. They got 22 of the 26 points.
3-point try, this time from Tyler, not good, but rebounded by Allie Hinsey.
That looked good, didn't it? From where we're standing, that was right on.
Schulte into the hands of Lamker.
That's a matchup. I'd like to see Lamker try to take James off the dribble. I think she's got a little bit of that quickness. There's a back door, a little miscommunication.
Turnover, Maple Grove. Moline back in for Maple Grove.
You can just tell these teams are pretty evenly matched, right? I mean, they're both very talented. You're getting equally amount of runs, 4 little 5-point runs for both sides. Both very well coached. It's a fun game. Oh, great
Cheetah has it taken away.
That should have been a foul. Cheetah was grabbing her arm. Watch this. Great hands by Hinsey. Was it Hinsey? No, it was Tyler. Right there, that's a foul. That should have been a foul on Lakeville North. Is it okay if I cheer for Maple Grove? I mean, they're in our area, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Shot up by Jensen, not good. Offensive rebound, shot up, and a foul called on Maliner. And 2 shots coming for Taylor Brown.
The only thing I've noticed the last probably 4 or 5 minutes, Maple Grove not securing the rebound, right? They've given up a couple of second chance points, and there was a
lot of ball there.
Yeah, it was. Taylor Brown, again, 6'1". So, I mean, they go 6'2" and 6'1", 5'10". I mean, there's a lot of length on that North team. And again, your initial defense, force a tough shot, but then you got to finish the possession. You got to get the rebound.
Second one not good, but it comes out to Brown. 3-point try. Cheetah long. And get a pushing foul on Mikura as the rebound by Moline.
How good has Moline been at boxing now? That's about the 3rd time she's just boxing a bigger girl out, and just phenomenal technique, great effort, and it results in a foul. Nice job by Lauren Moline.
Minute 45 to go in the half. Each team's had the lead. Maple Grove with it now and the basketball. Schulte into the hands of Maliner to Tyler and back out. Lamker and Mark Cook calling for a timeout. Full timeout here for the Crimson.
Well, I like that timeout. That's their first timeout. I believe the first 2 were both Lakeville North. So you get your gals a little bit of a break here. You got a minute and a half. You got a 2-point lead. You want to get something designed out of this timeout. See if you can get an easy basket. And it's certainly fun going in the locker room with the lead. You just feel better. You feel confident. Your girls are starting to believe. And there was just kind of a feeling going into this game that Lakeville North maybe was favored or, expected to win. And I think Maple Grove, if not only for just themselves, have proven that, hey, not only do we belong here, but we can win and should maybe win this game. And it's going to take some great effort because Lakeville North, you're seeing some awesome individual talent.
Hopkins and Forest Lake in the next game. Cretin-Derham Hall and Roseville in the 4th. For a quarterfinal game today at Target Center.
Well, don't sleep on Roseville. We saw them against Park Center in that section final, and they had a heck of a game. They got some very talented players too, so that should be a really good matchup.
Lamker right off the inbound, shoots a three. And rebounded by Lakeville North, taken down by Jones.
Oh, great set play. They got a great clean look. And Lamker got some good legs, some good arc on it, just couldn't finish it.
Tough shot for Brown, came up short on it, rebounded by Maliner.
Nice job boxing out by Maliner. They're doing a much better job the last couple of possessions.
Schulte into the hands of Maliner, curls around up front. Now Schulte with it. We're under minutes of play here in the first half. Tyler. Now it's Tice left side. Lamker will pop out. No time to go for one. We'll see how long Maple Grove holds this possession now. Into the hands of Tice. We're down to 35 seconds to play. Tice off to Tyler. To Lamker. Maliner will shoot a three and hits. Excellent three-point shooter. 38% on the season. That's her first three today. Crimson equaling its biggest lead of 5 points. Here's Jensen with it. Now final seconds. Brown puts up a shot, not good. And we go to halftime. Nice first half for Maple Grove. And they take a lead into halftime of 5 points at 32-27. 5 seed versus the 4 seed. We expected a close game, and that's what we've had so far. Now let's go down to Ryan now with Jake Cuppy.
Coach Cuppy, what were your thoughts there in the first half?
You know, we started off slow offensively, and then we got in a rhythm going, and then we weren't getting stops. We really got to pick it up on defense.
Defensively, you guys in that 1-2-2, which gives teams a lot of problems. They were able to attack that. Do you make any changes in the second half?
You know, I think we were a little too spread out, and we got to defend the middle a little bit better. And our bottom girls are coming up a little too far. Just got to compact it a little bit. We'll be fine.
How fun is this, being in the state tournament at the Target Center? All this great support, the band's here. How much fun is it?
It is. It's what makes high school sports magical. It's the best.
Thanks a lot for your time. Right. Talk to you later, buddy. Back to you, John.
Thanks, Ryan. We'll hear from Coach Cook before the start of the second half. 32-27. Maple Grove on top of Lakeville North. We'll be back with more girls basketball from the Target Center on CCX in just a moment.
What makes your community feel like home? Is it knowing what's happening in your neighborhood, or when people know your name? Connections make us a community. For more than 30 years, Northwest Community Television has connected citizens, neighbors, even sports fans through video. As life gets busier than ever, we will still offer you a connected community experience through CCX Media, so you can stay connected to the place you call home.
The 4 versus 5 game, Maple Grove and Lakeville North, and it's the Crimson leading the Panthers 32-27 at halftime at the Target Center. Highlights from the first 18 minutes here in Minneapolis. Becca Tyler hitting a three early. Made a couple of them in that first half. Maple Grove in transition. And Autumn Maliner taking it all the way for the finish and the foul. She completed that three-point play. Lauren Jensen has had a huge first half for the Panthers. That's her only three, but she's had 5 baskets in all for Lakeville North. The other 3 there for Becca Tyler. Jensen this time in transition. The pull-up from 15 and able to connect.
That was beautiful.
Points underneath. Yep. And able to score from all over the floor. Great passing here, and the finish by Katrina Tice off the pass from Allie Hinsey. And Lauren Moline comes off the bench and knocks down a 3 for the Crimson. Jordan Lamker with a 3. They made 5 threes in all in that first half and 11 tries. Look at the leading scorers. Maliner with 8, Tyson, Tyler, 6 each. Jensen and James each with 11. Pace, Lakeville North, Kira and Cheetah, 2 points apiece.
Well, I think what stands out to me is Maple Grove shot the ball extremely well, John, 52%. They were 5 for 11 from 3, so shooting well from the outside. The key is defensively, you've got to shut down 2 players right now, and that's, you know, with Key James and then, of course, Lauren Jensen. They got 22 of the 27 points, so can they slow them down, continue to rebound, and continue to shoot the ball as well? If they can do that, they're going to be on their way here to moving on to the second round.
We'll take time out. We'll come back. The second half coming up. Lakeville North, Maple Grove. More girls basketball on CCX after this timeout.
Well, Thomas, you've got prediabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have prediabetes. Big time.
.27, the Crimson up on the Panthers. Back to the floor we go. Ryan standing by with Mark Cook.
Coach, you got the lead at halftime. I'm very impressed with the poise that you guys showed, played very hard. What did you think of the first half?
I thought the kids played really well. You know, we told them before the game, Lakeville's really good. It's going to be a game of runs. You got to be able to handle that. You know, we started strong early. Then they made their little run, and I thought we kept our composure and just fought back and loved the way we finished the half.
I always think, too, coming to the target center the first time, it's hard to get adapted and shoot the ball well. You guys were 5 for 11 from 3. Are you going to be able to keep that up, you think, in the second half?
You know, I told them, I said, hey, we shot the heck out of it, but we can't rely on that. We got to keep attacking the basket and keep getting ours at the free throw line. And you know, there was only, I think, 8 total fouls in the first half. And so, you know, we got to keep attacking the basket.
How do you slow their 2 scores there in the first half?
Well, 15 can get hers from anywhere. I mean, she's so impressive. And so, you know, I mean, you just got to try to keep her in front and get a hand up and make her have to work for everything she gets. But she's a very, very impressive young player.
Well, Coach, I'm supposed to be biased, but I've been cheering for you here in the first half. Go get it done here in the second half.
Thanks, Ryan.
Are you back? Back to you, John.
Thanks, Ryan and Coach Cook. As we get ready for the second half of play, and nobody in foul trouble at all in this game. 7 total fouls in the first half, 3 on Lakeville North and 4 on Maple Grove, and nobody committing more than 1 personal foul. So that shouldn't be a factor, which is what you like to see. And I think the referees have called the game the right way. There weren't a lot of plays where there was contact and foul could have been called, but it's been an overall good basketball game here. As you look at the first half numbers, Crimson shooting very well from the field, 52%. Nearly 46% on threes. Just the 1 free throw attempt on the and 1 for Maliner. For Lakeville North, 40% from the field and just 1 of 6 on 3-point tries. They have been able to get to the line 5 times and hitting on 4 of them. But they trail it by 5 here going in to the second half. Going to be Maple Grove with the first possession of the half number 2. Ryan, I like what Coach Cook had to say. He said we shot the ball well. Well, we can't rely on that 3-pointer. You can't continue necessarily to shoot 45, nearly 50% on threes. And they just had the 1 free throw attempt in that first half.
Yep, they got to stay aggressive, and obviously they're taking what the defense has given them, but they've had success when they've attacked. They've gotten to the rim, gotten some easy layups, and I think you got to continue to do that.
Cheetah missed on the steal. Tyler, a little runner around the rim, not good. Out of bounds off Lakeville North.
See, that's what I mean. That's a made shot at most high school gyms. I think these rims at the Target Center are tough, but either way, I love Tyler. I love how aggressive she's being. That time took a very good shot getting to the rim.
And James reaches around Tice and commits a foul.
And that's huge. If they can continue to go to Tice and maybe somehow get Key James into foul trouble, that'd be a big plus.
Inbound comes to Tice. Schulte, Maliner on the baseline will whip it back out high to Tyler. Into the hands of Lamker.
I'd like to see Lamker look to attack. I think she's got the size and the speed and quickness to do that.
Here's a steal for Lakeville North. Jensen pulls up over Lamker, missed it, and Tice rebounds.
Great defense that time by Lamker, forcing Jensen into a tough shot. Didn't give her a layup, had to hit a contested jump shot.
Liner misses on the three, and Tice can't quite corral the offensive rebound. Going to rush that a little bit.
Yeah, I think so. I'm seeing the tattoos on all the Maple Grove girls on their left arm. Do you see that, John? Do you know what that's in reference to? I'm going to have to do some investigative reporting after the game. Oh, great defense.
Block by Tyler on the drive. McCura gets her shot blocked with the move. Schulte with a great pass then to Miller and one.
Oh, what a play. 3 phenomenal plays, starting with Rebecca Tyler on the block. Abby Schulte behind the back, beautiful pass. And Mlinar takes the contact, gets the chance for a 3-point play, and more importantly, maybe Key James with her second foul.
Miner, no hesitation, knocks down the free throw. She's got 11 points. Maple Grove with his biggest lead of the afternoon, 8 points.
And again, another great start. You know, like we saw, last night in that Osseo boys basketball game, there's a travel. I think the beginning of the second half really can dictate what the outcome is, depending on which team jumps out of it. You gotta love Maple Grove and the way they've started the second half.
Ball into the hands of Lamker, now to Mliner. Good start to the second half for Maple Grove, too. You always talk about the first few minutes of a half and how big that is. We saw how big it was for Osseo boys Tuesday night against Champlin Park, erasing a 14-point deficit. Here's Jensen with a steal, breakaway layup.
Yeah, you got to take care of the ball, and they're Lakeville North really getting up on those passing lanes. It's real simple. They're going to deny you, go back door, use that pressure against them. Again, a dangerous pass right there.
Tyler lobs it in to Tice in traffic, out of bounds off Tice.
Man, that looked like that was off Lakeville North, didn't it? There's just a good defense. Lauren Jensen getting up in those passing lanes. Knowing that dribble handoff was coming, she just shot the gap, able to get an easy layup for Lakeville North's first basket of the second half.
Pass picked off.
Good throw ahead
by Schulte. Here's Mliner for 2.
See how she used her body, John, to shield the defender, kept that ball away, able to finish. Great outlet pass, too. And Mliner's come up big here.
Commits a foul there. We'll look at it again. A great pass ahead.
Watch her use that body right there just to shield and hides the ball, not allowing Cheetah to get her hands on it. And that's the thing, too, about Mliner. She's 5'11". She's got good length, and she very nice catch and finish.
Brown just inside the free throw line and back out on the pass to Ani. Cheetah goes to the basket and scores.
That's a great move. That was just a quick, there was nothing to it. She just went north and south. Watch her use this little finger roll, too. Nice move and a timeout by Lakeville North.
30-second timeout for Lakeville North.
And this is where, Maple Grove, I think you got to watch now for that 1-2-2, a little something, maybe a little trap, a little something different right now coming from Lakeville North, trying to speed up the pace, maybe get some easy transition baskets off of turnovers. There's a look at the three-point shooting. 5 for 12 for Maple Grove, 1 for 6 for Lakeville North. So Maple Grove defending the three-point shots very well, and on the flip side, knocking down shots from the perimeter as well. Yep, here's that 1-2-2.
Schulte into the front court to Mliner. Back to Schulte. Nice little step around James and lays it in.
Well, I think if Maple Grove can attack Key James with their quickness, and she's so big and strong, but I don't think she's got the foot speed to necessarily move her feet. and stay in front. That was a beautiful move by Schulte. And I like how they attacked out of that 1-2-2.
Jensen drive, tough shot, not good. There's James, offensive rebound up and in.
Well, tell me if we've seen that before in this game, right? Attack, a shot, missed. Just good job, Key James, fighting for good position, able to finish.
Loose ball on the floor. Makura able to get it back to James. Turnover Maple Grove. Here comes Jensen. Brown lines up a three.
Oh.
Boy, that was a great look at it. Didn't get it to go. James, another offensive board. She can't finish. Second time, up and in and fouled.
She's just relentless on the offensive glass, but that's where, if you're going to foul Key James, that ball was in and out right there. You got to make sure she can't get the shot off. There she misses this, follows it again, and if you're going to foul her, you can't do a touch foul. You got to pull her arm, make sure she can't get the shot off.
Free throw is good.
You know, that's twice here in the second half. Maple Grove done that dribble handoff. Lakeville North just shot the gap. They got to be very careful, and they got to protect the ball when they're doing those dribble handoffs.
Lead is down to 3. Maliner. And we get a foul on Lakeville North on Brown as Schulte went to the ground. First on Brown, inbound play for Maple Grove from the baseline.
Got to get the ball in.
Lamker lobbing high into the hands of Tyler.
See, right now, Malinar is being guarded.
Lamker gets fouled by Jensen.
If I'm Maple Grove, whoever Key James is guarding, I'm going to that matchup. That time, a nice job by Lamker, and look how strong she went. She went into the contact. And there was some contact there, and now you got to make them pay. When you get to the free throw line, you got to knock them down.
First one up and out.
Well, Jordan Lamker, 60 for 82 on the year, so just about above 75%. So a very good free throw shooter.
Second one is in. (40-36), 13 and a half minutes to play here in the second half. James backing down Tyler, then gets inside her and scores.
And again, you can't let her just back her way down in that position. She's got good footwork. That time, a nice shot fake. She's shown that ability. Great patience down there. You got to either send a double at her or you got to get her off of her spot there on the block.
Lamker gets Schulte coming around. She gets her shot blocked. Loose ball pulled away by Jensen. Lakeville North a chance to tie.
There you go. Nice job fronting that time by Rebecca Tyler. Not letting her catch it.
Brown gets it back to James. She'll put it on the floor. Tice
Jump
comes
ball,
around
nice.
and ties her up.
That's exactly what you have to do. If Key James is just allowed to dribble, pound it, get to her good spot, she's very unguardable. That time, a nice job by Tice coming off her defender or her player and coming over and tying her up.
Inbound comes to James. Cheetah dribbled it off her foot, but it came right to Kuma. Now it's James again. Hands off for Brown. Turnaround shot, short, rebounded by Kuma. And they'll send it back out. Jensen attacking. Great pass for James. Gathers herself, missed the shot. Loose ball. James saves it, but out of bounds. Over to Maple Grove.
Well, that time, Lauren Jensen, great pass, but I thought she had the layup too on that penetration. But a nice job by Maple Grove contesting Key James, not giving her an easy layup there and then fighting for the offensive rebound.
Schulte starts to attack, back out, Lamker. Allie Hinsey looked at the basket but hands off on the pass to Schulte. Crimson still in the lead. Maliner thought about the three. Nice little fake.
Oh,
Take it
nice.
all the way to the
Whoa.
basket and score.
I was going to say she's got to take that little mid-range, but she knew what she was doing all along. Great patience, and she's got some excellent moves down by the basket. Got a great layup out of it. Beautiful job. She's had a big game. She's up to 13 points, 15 points now.
James looking, lobbing down low to Brown. Missed the shot.
Oh, beautiful
And rebounded by Schulte, and she gets fouled.
I couldn't tell who that was. Here's a beautiful, watch the patience here by Miliner, and the nice step through, gets a great bucket. Watch the help defense come over here. I couldn't tell who that was. It was Miliner coming over from the weak side, and that's what made that what would have been a sure layup. Instead, great help defense. That is awesome team defense by the Crimson.
Baseline drive. Then the pass out to Tice from Hinsey. Tice attacked.
Yeah.
Oh, can't get it to go. And then a touch foul on Miliner. That'll be her third.
I know Katrina Tice did not make that, but was that a special move or what? Using her quickness, just went right around Key James and finished with her left hand, but unable to get the right English on it. You're starting to feel, too, the magnitude of every possession for both teams, right? You can tell the effort level is a little bit higher.
Jensen driving, and Lamker commits a foul.
That's pretty darn good defense. But Lauren Jensen, she's something else with the ball. She's a very, very talented one-on-one player. She's quick, but she plays at that good pace. She's got nice hesitation, change of speed, and then she's got the length to be able to finish.
Goes to an 80% free throw shooter and hits the first one. Second one also good, 42-40. Schulte almost traveled, then a loose ball. We get a foul whistled against Kuma.
That's a dangerous pass, and that's a lucky call, I think, for Maple Grove. That would look to be a turnover. Instead, they're fortunate to get a foul call of it. But those kind of passes you just can't have hang in the air like that. Lakeville North playing too aggressive and good ball pressure. Those are going to lead to turnovers.
Schulte, ball tipped, but into the hands of Hinsey, and then Jensen gets it as Maple Grove turns it over. Another steal for the Panthers.
We've seen that a couple times in the second half, a couple of unnecessary turnovers.
Jensen, three, not good. Scramble on the floor, out of bounds off Maple Grove.
Nice move to get space there. Took a good shot, just short, and good effort by both teams. Great call by the referee. You see off Miliner.
Traveling before the shot went up by Cheetah.
Is she good at the rim or what?
Yeah.
She just, not very tall. She's only 5'10", but she finishes beautifully. A little travel before that, but that was a heck of a finish too.
Liner sets for three, spins out. Tice had a hand on it. Loose ball at midcourt. Cheetah throws it ahead. Oh, and a great job, but save it in bounds with Brown. But it's only white jerseys there. Maple Grove has it back into the front court.
Great hustle by both teams.
Tice for three. Off the mark. Good offensive rebound. Lamker up too strong on the shot and rebounded by James. Jensen trying to settle it down here for Lakeville North. Gets it into the hands of Kuma. Brown thought about the three. Now will attack instead. Shot gets blocked. Kuma foul up. That's too strong. Kuma gets the loose ball and goes back out top to Jensen. To Brown. This time she will shoot a three and hit.
I'll tell you what, Kuma I don't think has scored, John, but she's brought in some energy.
Yeah.
She's gotten him a number of second chance points there. Great hustle, good rebound, and a long three. That looked like it might have been an NBA three. And Lakeville North takes the lead here by one.
First time they've had the lead since the first half. Miliner gets fouled.
Yep, nice kick out, and here you see Taylor Brown way out deep, and she knocks it down. Big three, and there's a reaction by Lakeville North. Everyone fired up. That's the fun thing about the state tournament. Everyone's excited. Every play, every shot is magnified.
Maliner gets to the line, shoots 2, hits the first one. That fouls on James. That's her third. So she and Maliner each with 3. Nobody else with more than 2 in the game. This was a shooting foul, but Maple Grove is in the bonus, Ryan, the rest of the way.
Well, and that's big, especially when Lakeville North is pressuring and maybe a little susceptible to contact. If you can play through it, play strong, you'll be shooting 1-and-1 here the rest of the way.
Maliner out, Lauren Moline in for Maple Grove. Here goes Jensen attacking the rim.
Oh,
wow.
You can tell when she makes her mind up that she's going to get to the rim, there's very little you can do. That's where you got to have help, right? She's got to see white jerseys. She can't get that clear path to the basket. She's too good.
Allie Hensey gets fouled as she attacks the basket and gets fouled by Mikura.
Yeah, look at that. Just a beautiful. Watch her split the 2 defenders right there. And that's where I take one more step over so she sees your chest and there's nowhere to go. You want to make her a passer. She's too good at the rim.
Hensey's first free throw is off. It's a 53% free throw shooter on the season. She'll get one more. Second one off as well. Jensen rebounds. Panthers with the basketball. 1-point lead. We wind down toward 8 minutes to play in the second half. John Jacobson, Ryan Iverson at target center. Drive.
Oh, wow.
Shot and good. On the basket by Jensen.
And that's just unguardable. Watch her body control here. Takes the contact and still has the strength to be able to finish. That's a big-time play by a big-time player. She's up to 19, and we've talked, in the pregame, the last 4 games averaging almost 24 a game, so she's really come up big in the playoffs and when her team has needed it the most.
Panthers now by 4 points. It was an 8-point lead early in the second half. They attacked. Tice at the basket scores. Great entry pass from Schulte.
Great pass and a nice job by Tice, not waiting and using her quickness down low and finishing with that left hand. That was a beautiful move.
Mikura drives and one. Just kind of threw it up there. Knew she had drawn the contact. Gets it off the glass and in.
A nice move here. Look at the spin move, using her body, splits the defender. And again, Maple Grove, I think they're going to get Rebecca Tyler on the reach-in. Is that who they got on the foul?
I believe so.
And again, if I'm Maple Grove, if I'm going to foul at the act of shooting, I want to make sure that Lakeville North doesn't get the shot off. They've had a number of 3-point play opportunities here in the second half. And credit to them for getting through it and still making the shots.
Now, Lakeville North has already put up 23 points here in the second half. They had 27 in all of the first half.
Yeah, the pace has been definitely favoring Lakeville North, I think. You look at the scoring, too. I mean, 38 of their 50 points have come from 2 people, Lauren Jensen and Key James. So you got to have maybe a little change of plan of how you're going to guard Lauren Jensen here. Make somebody else step up and beat you. Of course, the last possession, that's exactly what happened, is Mikura made it and got fouled. But I'd rather make one of these second or third options beat me than allow Lauren Jensen, excuse me. But that's easier said than done.
Mikura, another good free throw shooter for the Panthers, 77% on the season, and completes the 3-point play. She'll come out, and Sarah Kuma back in.
Lakeville North really shot the ball well from the free throw line today. They were 4 for 5 in the first half, and I don't know if they've missed. If they have, not very many here.
5 for 5 in the second.
9 for 10, taking advantage of those free throws.
Maliner attacking, missed the shot. Tice crashes the boards. We get a foul. Both teams looking. Is that my team? No, it's going to be on Kuma. Tice will go to the line.
Well, and Tice is as far as free throw attempts, she's gone to the line the most on the team for Maple Grove, 94 for 157. And again, there's where that 1-and-1 comes in handy here these last 7.5 minutes. It could be a lot of free throw attempts for Maple Grove.
Off the mark and rebounded by Cheetah into the hands of Brown and now Jensen.
I think this is a big minute or 2 minutes here for Maple Grove. Down 5. Lakeville North kind of having a lot of the momentum if they're able to score and put this up to 7 or 8 points. Big stop there for the Crimson. Now they got to score on this end. Oh, beautiful pass.
Schulte to Tice.
I love how Abby Schulte plays. You knew that I could see that play being set up. She attacks, a little no-look drop, and Tice with the finish. That was a much-needed basket for the Crimson.
Tice almost had a steal.
Look at this no-look pass. Excellent job. And I love how quick Tice finishes. She doesn't let the help defense get over to contest. She just catch right at the rim. Nice job.
Well, how good can Maple Grove be in the years to come with this backcourt of Schulte and Lamker? Shot up, not good by McCura. Rebounded, though, by Brown. Out to Kuma and back into the hands of Jensen, who'll launch a three-hand hit.
Yeah, she's phenomenal. And you know, when you watch a great player, you expect their shots to go in, don't you? I mean, when she shoots it, you'd think that's going to go in. She can do it from all over.
Tyler with a big three. She hit a couple early in the game. Hits one here, and that was huge.
Again, 9 coming into this game, 3 today, and there was no hesitation on that. She matches the 3 on the other end by Jensen. Big shot.
8-point game. Brown looking for a cutter. Now we'll give it back. Kuma, 15-footer, not good. Offensive rebound. Brown off the glass, too strong. Tice rebounds.
Ooh.
Handoff, and then goes back out top. Lamker will attack. Stripped away and out of bounds. Still Maple Grove basketball. James had a rest. She's back in. So look at that 3 from Tyler.
You know, and it's not like that was not contested, too. There was a defender right in her grill, and she just knocked it down. You can tell she's feeling a lot of confidence.
Tyler for 3, and this one not good. Tice had a hand on it and out of bounds. So we stay at 54-51 Panthers. Good basketball, Ryan, here
it really
this afternoon.
is. Both teams, I think, playing well. Can Maple Grove force tough shots, and then can they close the possession out by getting that defensive rebound? Lakeville North in the second half gotten a lot of points on second chance.
Jensen will step back, in and out. And rebounded, though, by Cheetah. She a little spin move on the lane, up and in. Cheetah on the baseline goes to the basket and scores.
She uses her body so well there.
Tice, too strong, gets her own rebound and scores.
I love how she just stayed with it that time. The first shot, a little bit out of control, got a good tip, gathered herself, took her time, and made a big finish. Both teams just matching each other, basket for basket. I love it. This is a very highly played high school basketball game. Fun to be a part of.
Here's McCura. Little work out top on the dribble. Jensen comes around. He'll attack. Great feed. James puts it in.
She changes direction so good. Look, coming to her right, just exploded through that double team with her head up and found Key James with a nice finish.
Tice Out high, Tyler 3. This one not good and rebounded by Jensen. 5-point lead in the basketball for Lakeville North with under 4 minutes to play in the second half. They've erased an 8-point second half deficit. Jensen almost lost it. Makira left wing. Hands it off. Jensen, 15-footer. And James, another offensive rebound. Boy, you're right. They're getting a lot of offensive boards that they weren't getting in the first half. That 3 not good for Cheetah, and Tice rebounds.
Yeah, I thought that may be a little quick shot, right? You get a second possession, take some time off the clock.
That one spins out for Schulte. And a timeout for Lakeville North with just under 3 minutes to play. Panthers in the lead. And with the basketball, they're down to just 1 timeout remaining.
Well, and now you're starting to look, too, at the time and fouls, right? Lakeville North, I'm sure, going to want to take some time off the clock. The last person you want to foul is Lauren Jensen, who I don't think has hit the net tonight on any of her free throws. Both teams still shooting pretty well from the field.
Maple Grove in the second half, though, on threes, Ryan, just 1 out of 6 compared to 5 for 11 in the first half.
Yeah, and that's kind of been the difference, right? And I think second chance points, Lakeville North, a lot of offensive rebounds, but 5 points in 3 minutes is not, I mean, that's nothing. That's 2 possessions. So I'm sure Coach Cook is telling his guys, right now, his gals right now, hey, let's get a steal. Let's just play defense. If they're going to try to stall, let's see, maybe we can trap them, get a turnover. Who do we want to foul when it gets to that point? And then offensively, we don't need a 3 right now. If you get a good look, great, but let's just get a basket.
Next game to follow, Hopkins against Forest Lake. Another one you'll see on CCX. We've got Section Boys Basketball Championships this week as well. Our Thursday night telecast from Monticello High School featured Maple Grove and Buffalo. And then Friday night in Rogers, Section 5 4A title game between Park Center and Osseo. 3rd meeting this season between the Pirates and the Orioles for all the marbles.
That'll be a good game, won't it? I expect that to be down to the wire, maybe another double overtime game like we were treated to yesterday with Osseo and Champlin Park. Yeah, Lakeville North going to try to take some time off the clock. Can Maple Grove play the passing lanes here? Can they get a steal? Don't want to let them take 2.5 minutes off the clock.
Cheetah into the hands of Jensen. Nice little fake, got the ball going back the other way, and Jensen over the back of Blamker commits the foul.
Well, the best of both worlds, right? You get a missed shot, and you get the rebound, and you get fouled. So you have a chance here to get 2 points without any time coming off the clock. Also off of a made free throw, if you're Maple Grove, maybe you set up something full court here. Try to force Lakeville North into a tricky situation, maybe a turnover.
And Maple Grove now into the double bonus. So 2 shots here for Lampker. First one up and in.
Yep.
No, you were right, Ryan. That couldn't have worked out much better for the Crimson.
Nope. You get the 2 points. You're back to 1 possession.
2:25 to go.
Plenty of
Jensen.
time.
Brown pops out for it. Back into the hands of Jensen. Hands it off to Makura. Picks up the dribble, stolen away. Schulte got a hand on it. Lampker gets fouled by James.
Well, that's huge for a number of reasons. One, I believe that's is that 5 now on James?
Or they called on Makura.
No, that's her 5th. So
That
James is out of the
Yeah.
game. So
Wow.
that's huge. But more importantly, double bonus again. Clock stops. And you got Jordan Lamker, the freshman, and how smooth were her last 2 free throws. She needs to duplicate that again. But big turn of events here. Good couple of possessions for Maple Grove.
Key James fouls out with 20 points.
Oh, she was dominant. I mean, 20 points. I know we don't keep track of rebounds. My guess is she had to have had close to 10 or 12 rebounds as well, with a lot of those coming offensively.
Lamker has been smooth on these last 5 free throws. It's a 1-point game with 2 minutes to go.
And this is where you gotta have ultimate eyes on number 15, Lauren Jensen. This is her time. This is when great players try to take over. You gotta help, force her into something tough. Try to force someone else to make a play.
Akira handing it off to Kuma. Cheetah going by Tice and goes back out with a pass to Brown. Brown now will take it to the basket, lost it out of bounds.
That's exactly what Maple Grove wanted. You got Taylor Brown trying to make a play in anything other than Lauren Jensen. I like that strategy. They get a turnover. Maple Grove, how about their resiliency, John? Staying in this game, down 5, down 1 now, minute 24 with the ball. Great back and forth game.
Tyler finds the cutter. Tice, missed the shot. Maliner rebounds. She puts it up and in.
Oh.
Maple Grove in the lead. Timeout taken
by Maple Grove.
Before the ball was inbounded.
Oh, what a play. This crowd just loud for Maple Grove. Great cut here by Tice. And she takes both defenders. You can see Taylor Brown had to come over and help, and that allowed Maliner to get that offensive rebound, and not an easy putback either. Watch her go up and get it and then step through here. Tough angle, able to get it up. And look at the Maple Grove bench, pumped up. They're back in the lead by 1. What a game.
Well, quick 6-0 run in under 2 minutes. You take the lead.
You know, when you watch a game, a lot of times you say, well, this team deserves to win, right? Both of these teams really deserve to win. I think both of them are playing at such a high level. And some good balance by Maple Grove scoring. You got Malinar with 19. Tice, she's got 12. Lamker with 10. Tyler with 9. And then on the flip side, you got 23 for Lauren Jackson and 20 for the fouled out Key James.
Now here's Lauren Jensen into the front court. She has been so good today. Maple Grove would like to, you said, force the ball out of her hands as much as they can.
Well, they've been able to do that the last couple of possessions, and it's worked out pretty good.
Here's Brown open, but not looking to shoot. Gets it back to Cheetah. She'll hand off to Jensen.
When you wonder if is Lakeville North going to try to run this down to 10, 15 seconds, or are they going to be just trying to score here immediately? If I'm Lamker, I'm trying to deny the ball back to Jensen. She's able to get it. Here's where you got to have help.
Jensen shoots, not good. Loose ball chased down by Makura. A little step-in move, not good. Loose ball taken by Makura. Back out 3 for Jensen. Rims out. And we get a foul on Lakeville North.
John, that shot by Jensen was right in front of us. I thought that was down. It was right on. Great hustle by Makura and a great look in that ball. I mean, you couldn't have shot it any better. In and out. Just excellent fight by both teams. Great offensive rebound and a great look.
And there's the foul as you saw Cheetah crashing toward the basket.
And these are big free throws. You want to try to, obviously you want to make them, but if you can make both, you force Lakeville North into having to shoot a three-pointer. So big shots. Now,
missed on the first one. Tice 0-2 on free throws in this game.
You notice, John, how she goes right from her dribble to her shot? You'd like a little bit of a pause there. Take your time, get your eyes up, get a little bit more arc on this, and knock this down.
That one around and in.
Yeah, big shot. Up by 2. You don't want to give up any threes.
Lakeville North will use its final timeout as Shelly Clemens will look to draw something up here with 20 seconds to go. 19.8 officially on the clock.
God, what a basketball game. Maple Grove with the lead at half. Lakeville North comes roaring back, takes a big lead. Looks like they're going to maybe pull away. And then Maple Grove with a couple of big stops, fouls, and some big free throws by the freshman Jordan Lamker. And then a couple of great defensive plays down the stretch here. They're up by 2. But I don't feel safe. You shouldn't feel safe if you're Maple Grove, right? You'd still you got some good offensive players, and none maybe more talented than Lauren Jensen on the other end. You know, I always wonder, too, if you're Coach Cook, do you come out in a different type of defense right now and try to throw Lakeville North? Because they have no timeouts left, so you know they're designing a play to go against man-to-man. I always like, as a coach, change it up a little bit, get them confused, obviously with an ultimate awareness on where Lauren Jensen is. You know, or do you just double her? I'd double her and try to get the ball out of her hands, and I'd force someone else to beat me or to tie me if I'm Lakeville North.
Lakeville North with three three-pointers in the game. 2 have been by Jensen.
That last one looked darn good from that angle and looked like it was going to go down.
Jensen will be the inbounder here.
And whenever the best player is the inbounder, you got to be careful. They're going to.
And Mark Cook will take a timeout.
Well, they had 2 left, so they'll have 1 remaining after that. So you want to keep that one in case there is a score with maybe 6-7 seconds left. You want to be able to draw something up. But he saw the play. Maybe it's something he's seen on film before of Lakeville North running, and let the X's and O's and the chess match begin.
Lakeville North fans a little nervous now. Their team trailing here in the second half.
I swear, you see Lakeville North in every state tournament, don't you? In every sport, both girls and boys. Of course, basketball, both the girls and boys programs have just been awesome the last 5 to 8 years. And
Crimson fans fired up.
And same with Maple Grove. They've enjoyed a nice girls and boys basketball run in the last couple of years as well.
All right, here we go. 19.8 seconds to go. Inbound comes to Kuma, now back into the hands of Jensen.
Yeah, I'm just going to go to work here. Oh,
Jensen, nice crossover to the basket, ties it up.
I mean, that's such a great right to left crossover, back to her right. Great scoop shot. And that's just tremendous offensive ability. And again, that's where I think you try to deny her. Don't let her catch the ball because she's too good offensively.
What a great shot.
It really was.
Terrific player to watch, isn't she?
She's fun. The good thing, if you're Maple Grove, there's still plenty of time left. 9.5 seconds. That's plenty of time to get the ball down, and you don't obviously have to settle for a half court or anything like that. See if you can get a good shot. And worst comes to worst, Maple Grove is saying right now, we want to go into overtime at the worst. Let's take that last second shot. Let's win this. But if we don't give Lakeville North any opportunity. Take care of the ball as well.
If you're the Panthers, how much pressure you put on in the backcourt? You don't want to commit a foul back there. Do you try to get a steal? Or?
I do what a conservative pressure, right? I want to take time off the clock. What you don't want to do is gamble, A, and foul, or B, you end up letting someone, and then it's a 5-on-4. Someone's going to get a good shot. I just keep them in front of me, and I apply pressure just to take time off the clock. And obviously you got to key in on Autumn Linar, who's had a great game. Abby Schulte probably will be involved with the ball handling. And, of course, Jordan Lamker as well. But keep an eye, too, on Katrina Tice. Seems like people always help off her. She ends up being the one that's open.
Well, you get into Schulte, and then just token pressure on her. She gets it into the front court, almost lost it. Pulls up with a shot off the iron and not good. And we'll go to overtime.
Well, she got a good look, right? She recovered. Looked like she was going to maybe lose that ball, but able to recover. Got a really good shot and just missed off the back rim.
Yeah, got a good look. Yep. Just off the iron and not good, and we go to overtime.
That's smart on her end, right? There was no chance for Lakeville North to get a shot off after that. So it's exactly what you wanted from both sides. Got a good look. I thought Lakeville North defended it extremely well.
All right, our second straight day of overtime basketball.
Well, I'd much rather have that than, a 30-point blowout one way or the other. So these are just fun, competitive games. Look at the shooting there. Almost 48% for Maple Grove, just under 40% for Lakeville North. But look at the difference in shots, 61 to 46. So that's just telling me a lot of second chance opportunities there. But 3-point field goal, neither team really shooting that well. And free throws, Lakeville North at 90%. Maple Grove 10 for 15, but they left a couple of points out there at the free throw line.
Rebound totals on the scoreboard here at Target Center for the game. Maple Grove 33, but Lakeville North 42.
Yeah.
And at halftime, Maple Grove was out rebounding Lakeville North 16-14. So 28 second half rebounds for the Panthers.
Well, and I'd love to know how many of those were offensive as well. A good number of them were.
Buzzer went. Nobody wants to come out of their huddle. Like start overtime.
You know, and mentally, it's the end of the game. So whether you feel like Maple Grove is a little deflated after giving that basket up, but hey, it doesn't matter. It's in the past. It's 0-0 right now. So you got to get out here. You got to get off to a good start. And like we talked about yesterday, I always think that team that can score first in overtime just has a little bit of an advantage.
Brown and Tice on the tap to start OT. Tice tapping it right to Tyler, and Maple Grove has the first possession. Schulte starting a drive, comes back out. Maliner will take it to the basket on Brown at the underside of the basket, and Jensen has it. Lob pass ahead to Cheetah, or to McCura, and now into the hands of Cheetah into Brown, and back it to Jensen. Back to McCura, and she'll hold it out high. There goes Jensen to the rim.
You got to have help. You got to forget about the person you're guarding. You got to attack her. You can't let her get going all the way to the basket. She's just too good, too quick, and such a good finisher.
Schulte on Jensen, and one.
Wow. Schulte hasn't scored, only had 4 points going into that. Definitely some contact. That's a tough angle, too. And able to get a big-time response to tie this game up. And Schulte will be heading to the free throw line where she's 58 for 83 on the year.
Missed it and rebounded by Lakeville North. Ani Cheetah into the front court. We are tied at 62 with 3 minutes to go in OT. Jensen with 27 points. Oh, that foul was her fourth.
Oh, that's big.
McCura. Pass comes out to Brown. Brown, pass. Attacking Cheetah. Slapped away by Maliner. Cheetah gets it back. Hands it off to Jones. Low pass, but Brown able to get it. Good three-point look in the corner, but missed by Cheetah and rebounded by Tyler.
Well, got a good look. I like what Jordan Lamker did there. She was denying
Schulte trying to get the and one again, but we'll go to the line to shoot two.
Well, I love her aggressiveness, right? I think she's such a good ball handler. Gets the step there, uses their angles, gets the contact, and smart play. She hears that whistle, get the ball up at the rim, get rewarded here with two shots. Although they're in the double bonus, so it wouldn't have mattered.
First free throw is good here, and Maple Grove back in front.
Yeah, Coach Cook right now, that's a great conversation, talking to Jordan Lamker, probably saying, listen, if Lauren Jensen gives the ball up, deny her the ball. Don't let her get it back. Make somebody else make a big-time shot.
Schulte knocks down two huge free throws. Crimson in front here in overtime for the first time. Jensen, pull-up shot, not good. Corral, Tyler got her hands on it and got it into the hands of Schulte.
That time was great help, and it forced Jensen into taking a tough mid-range jump shot. Rather than get a layup at the rim where she's so good at finishing, you forced her in a tough shot. Good defense, good help.
1:50 to go. Schulte will drive to the basket and scores again. Schulte with 6 points here in overtime.
She has just taken over here in overtime. What a big-time answer.
Now here's Jensen. Gets inside Lamker and scores.
That's like a rocking chair, back and forth, and then bam, just gone. She is beautiful offensively to watch play.
29 points gets your team back to within 2, but Maple Grove with the lead on the ball with 1:15 to go. If they spread the floor a little bit, Schulte's got to pick up the dribble. Gets it back into the hands of Maliner.
See, I'd like to see that, Matt. I'd like to see Maliner go to the basket, being guarded by Taylor Brown there.
Maliner back to Tice.
They got to get a
They get a timeout here.
Those dribble handoffs are not working for Maple Grove. They got to eliminate that. Lakeville North jumping those, and that was close to being a turnover. Watch Abby Schulte. Her third basket, or third drive, very similar on that right side. And then watch this, just back and forth, and then a little hesitation, and bam, she's gone. Lauren Jensen, a little floater. Again, that helps, got to get there a little bit earlier. I thought the possession before, Maple Grove did a great job. She was attacking, and she was met with 3 white jerseys, and it forced her into a tougher mid-range jump shot.
66-64 Maple Grove. They've got the ball, 54.8 seconds left here in overtime. Key James fouled out in the second half for the Panthers. She had 20 points, but Lauren Jensen is taking the scoring burden on, and she's responded with 29 points here. Minar with 19 to lead Maple Grove, but they got 4 players in double figures. All right, Ryan, we'll see what Maple Grove comes up with out of the timeout. They'll just run clock and force Lakeville North to foul. Cheetah kicks it out of bounds. 48 seconds to go. Schulte starts a drive, kicks it back out to Tice, back into the hands of Maliner. 40 seconds to play.
Take care of the basketball.
And off to Tice. Backcourt, loose ball, picked up by Lakeville North. McCurd to Cheetah for the tie. Not good. Follow up. Brown ties it up. Maple Grove, no timeouts remaining. It's second overtime or you win it here. Schulte into the front court with under 10 to go. Will she attack again? Goes to the basket. Tough shot from the baseline. Not good. They get a foul call with 0.3 seconds to go. And a chance for Lakeville North to win it from the free throw line. And guess who's at the line?
Yeah. Tough shot here. I thought could maybe got a better shot. That's a tough angle. At this point, you just let Lauren Jensen go with 0.3. She would have had to throw a three-quarter court shot up. Instead, you reach and you put a phenomenal free throw shooter at the line with a chance to win it for her team.
1-and-1 and hits it. Lakeville North rallies late in overtime, and they stun Maple Grove 68-66. Crimson had a 4-point lead in OT and couldn't hold it. And the Panthers advance to the semifinals.
What a game. What a game, and just a couple of questionable plays there down the stretch for Maple Grove. I guarantee Coach Cook is going to want a couple of those back on their end. And then, of course, that foul at the end, you just got to, you know, your body's telling you to go for it, but you just got to have the discipline. Hey, I cannot foul her. Make her make a three-quarter court, full court shot like that. Instead, you foul a great shooter. And, I mean, how good was Lauren Jensen tonight? Would she end up with 31? Yeah, 31 points, but Maple Grove played their heart out as well, and Lakeville North was very resilient. Down 4 there late in overtime, kept fighting, got it tied, and ended up with the win. But what a great game. I thought both teams played extremely well.
Lakeville North improves to 25-5 on the season. They'll play Eastview for a third time this season in the semifinals on Thursday night. Maple Grove drops into the consolation bracket. They'll play Thursday morning at Concordia St. Paul against Prior Lake. Their record now 24-6. That does it for today's telecast. For Ryan Iverson and all of our crew, I'm John Jacobson. Thanks so much for tuning in for our coverage of the 2018 high school girls basketball tournament. Our final score in overtime, Lakeville North 68, Maple Grove 66.